In this video, we will discuss about exercise 8.2 Introduction to Trigonometry. So, in the exercise 8.1, we studied trigonometry ratios. We are having 6 trigonometry ratios: sin theta, cos theta, and tangent theta, and reciprocal of these trigonometry ratios will be what? Reciprocal of sin theta is what? Cosec theta. Reciprocal of cos theta will be what? Sec theta. And reciprocal of tangent theta will be what? Cot theta. So we are having 6 trigonometry ratios. We studied well. Once we use the right triangle, then how we will find the ratios of these trigonometry functions we completed. But in the exercise 8.2, we want values of these trigonometry. We want values of trigonometry ratios. We are having some specific angles: 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So we already studied all these things: trigonometry ratios of 45 degree, trigonometry ratios of 0 degree and 90 degree, trigonometry ratios of 30 degree and 60 degree, and we also completed how we will memorize these ratios value at specific angles. So observe this table. We studied sin theta for 0 degree is 0, sin theta for 30 degree will be what? When theta is 30 degree, then its value is 1 by 2, 45 degree 1 upon square root of 2, 60 degree its value is square root of 3 by 2 and 1. Once we know the values of sin theta 0 to 90, then we can complete this table. Only these things we should be know, then automatically without any problem we can cover or we can write all the values of remaining trigonometry ratios. So sin theta varies from 0 to 1. Once we reverse of these values, sin theta going from 0 to 1 and cos theta varies from 1 to 0. So we are reversing of these data. Then what we are getting? Once we reverse these data, then 1 will be there, this will be there, and this will be 1 upon square root of 2, this will be there 1 by 2, and this will be there. So in this way we obtain what? Values of cos theta. Observe, sin theta varies from 0 to 1 and cos theta varies from 1 to 0. Once we increase theta value from 0 to 90, sin theta is increasing but cos theta is decreasing from 1 to 0 for 0 to 90. Clear? And next one, what? Tangent theta. We studied tangent theta is what? Sin theta upon cos theta. It is the sin theta to cos theta ratio. So once these value divided by these values, then we are getting tangent theta values. How? 0 upon 1. 0 upon 1 is what? 0. 1 upon 2 divided of this one, then 2 to 2, this denominator is cancelled from this denominator. What is remaining? 1 upon square root of 3. Divide this one, this divided by this one, it means both denominator will be cancelled. What is remaining? 1, in which 2 to this denominator 2 and this denominator will be cancelled. Once we solve, how? Like this: root 3 square root of 3 divided by 2 divided of 1 by 2. Once we solve, we can write like this: root 3 by 2 into this will be reciprocal 2 upon 1, and we are getting square root of 3. So its value will be what? Square root of 3. 1 upon 0 will be not defined, infinity we are getting. Clear? I hope you understand these things. So in this way we obtain, once we know the values of the sin theta for 0 to 90, we can complete this table. 0 to 1 and 1 to 0, reverse of these data, then we are getting cos theta. Sin theta upon cos theta will be tangent theta. Now next one, cot theta. Cot theta Cot theta is the reciprocal of tangent theta. Cot theta is the reciprocal of tangent theta. Clear? Or we can say cos theta to sin theta. Ratio of cos theta upon sin theta will be what? Cot theta. We are having three process. We can reverse this data. Tangent theta varying from 0 to infinity, but cot theta varying from infinity to 0. We can reverse this data like this, in which is 0 to 1 we are reversing, we are getting cos theta. Tangent theta varying from 0 to infinity, when we reverse then we are getting infinity to 0. So cot theta will be what? Infinity to 0. Infinity, this infinity will be there, this value will be there, this value will be there, this will be there, and this one will be there. So tangent theta varying from 0 to infinity, but cot theta varying from infinity to 0. So we can reverse of these data and we are writing there and we are getting cot theta. Another way, we can also solve by using 1 upon tangent theta, 1 divided of these one, then we are getting these all data. Another way we can say cot theta is what? Cos theta upon sin theta. Cos theta divided of these data, we are getting these data. Clear? Detailed we study in the separate class. I am just want to solve our task to solve these questions. I am just making this table. I am giving some brief idea, not more detailed I am giving there. Now sec theta will be what? We know that sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. What is the sec theta? Sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. So 1 upon these values. So 1 upon 1 will be what? 1. 1 upon 1 will be what? 1. 1 upon square root of 3 by 2. This can be written as 1 into 2 upon square root of 3. When we solve, we are getting 2 upon square root of 3. So its value will be what? 2 upon square root of 3. And this can be written as 1 upon 1 divided of square root of 2. This will be the square root of 2. Its value will be 2, and this value 1 upon 0 will be what? Infinity. So how we are getting the values of the sec theta? Sec theta is what? Reciprocal of cos theta. So 1 upon cos theta. 1 divided of these value, 1 upon 1, 1. 1 upon square root of 3 by 2, we will reciprocal of this one. So 2 upon, or normally we can say reciprocal of cos theta will be what? Sec theta. Its reciprocal will be 1. Its reciprocal will be what? 2 upon square root of 3. Its reciprocal will be what? Square root of 2 by 1. So what we are getting? Square root 2. Its reciprocal 1 by 2. Its reciprocal will be 2. Its reciprocal means what? 1 upon 0. 1 upon 0, denominator is 0, then what will be the result? Not defined. So infinity we are getting. Now sec theta varying from 1 to infinity, but cosec theta varying from infinity to 1. So we will reverse this data. So once we reverse 1 to infinity, infinity will be there, this data will be there, this will be as it is, we will write, this will be there, and remaining this will be there. So in this way, once we know the values of the sin theta, we can complete this table without any problem. We, from the first class of trigonometry, we are studying what? Ratios formula. Clear? Trigonometry ratios. With we are studying reciprocal formulas of sin theta, cos theta and tangent theta, and with we also studying tangent theta is the ratio of sin theta upon cos theta, and cot theta is the ratio of cos theta upon sin theta. So I hope you will not having any problem to memorize this table. Now I am going to solve these questions. I am taking question number 1. If you are memorizing this table well, I am giving you guarantee you can solve all the questions. Taking first one. Observe. What is the question? Question number first I am taking sin 60, then cos 30. Write carefully. Sin 60 degree, cos 30 degree plus sin 30, cos 60 degree. Observe carefully. What is the question? Sin 60, cos 30, sin 30 degree, and sin 30 degree and cos 60 degree. Clear? we are having one formula. This is a trigonometry formula, but in this standard we will put values directly from the table and we will solve. That's our task. So sin 60 is what? Sin 60 from the table you can observe sin 60 is square root of 3 by 2. So put there square root of 3 by 2. So simple process. Sin 60 is a square root of 3 by 2. Cos 30 is what? Cos 30 is 1 by 2. And both this one and this one both are in the multiplication form. Sin 60 multiplied by cos 30. Sin 60, this is the sin theta and it is a symbol. Sin and 60 is not multiplying, it is a symbol. Sin 60 value we are having this one. Cos 30 value will be what? This one. Square root of 3 by 2. Square root of 3 by 2. Now this term is completed. Now next term plus then this sin 30. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Sin 30 value for the sin 1 by 2 multiply by cos 60 and cos 60 is what? 1 by 2. Right there from the table what we are doing, we are observing the values and we are writing and then we will solve this one. Square root into square root, this will be what? Square root 3 into square root 3. Square root of 3 whole square divided of 2 into 2 will be 4. Once we are having plus minus multiplication division, then first we will apply board mass. We will solve bracket, then off, then division, then multiplication, then addition and subtraction. So we are having multiplication and plus. So first we will solve the multiplication, clear, and then we will solve what? Then we will add both. So this one will be 1 into 1, 1, 2 into 2 will be what? 4. Solve this one. Square root of 3 whole square. What will be the result? This square root will be cancelled. How? 3 power 1 by 2 whole power 2 divided of 4 plus 1 by 4. Solve this one. A power m whole power n. Laws of the exponent we studied what? 3 power a power m whole power n will be what? A power mn. So this can be written as 1 by 2 into 2 by 4 plus 1 by 4. What we are getting? 3 power 2 by 2 plus 1 by 4. This is 3 power 2 by 2 divided of 4. Once we solve this one, I am writing there what? 3 power 2 by 2 will be the 3 divided of 4 plus 1 by 4. Take LCM. LCM is 4. 4 divided of 4. One time it is going multiplied by numerator. 3 plus 4 divided of 4. One time it is going. Result will be multiplied by numerator 1. So this is what? 4 upon 4. Once we solve, we are getting. So its answer. What is the value of this trigonometry function? This function is having sin 60 and cos 60, sin 60, sin 30, cos 30 degree and cos 60 degree. Once we know the values, these all are the specific angles, and for the specific angles we know what values. So from the table we are writing the values, we are solving, and we are getting what? Result is 1. Clear? I hope you understand. Now I am taking question number second one. What is the question number 2? Observe carefully. We are having 5 questions and all are having same process. Once we know this table and how we will memorize this table, I explained already. You can observe other videos and you can understand how these values are coming. So this is not hard point. Now second question I am taking. What is the second one? 2 tangent square 45 degree plus cos square 30 degree minus sin square 60 degree. Observe question carefully, otherwise no meaning. 2 tangent square 45 degree plus cos square 30 degree minus sin square 60. One thing is there. We studied already in the previous class what? Sin square theta will be what? Sin theta whole square. Yes or no? If trigonometry ratios in this form, sin square theta, cos square theta, tangent square theta, then this square, what is the meaning of this one? Its meaning is that trigonometry ratios whole square. So this sin square theta can be written as sin theta whole square. So first we should know this one, then we can solve this one. So this can be written as 2 times of tangent 45 degree whole square plus cos 30 degree whole square minus sin 60 degree whole square. Now these all are specific angles and we are having values. Next step is what? From the table we will put the values. Clear? Once you do the practice, these values automatically you can memorize. This table will be not required. You directly put the values. We know the tangent 45 is what? 1. Cos 30 we know square root of 3 by 2. Sin 60 is what? Square root 3 by 2. So this, once do the practice more and more, automatically you can write the values. Clear? 2 times of tangent 45. Observe this table now. Tangent 45 is what? 1. So write 1 and it's a whole square. Plus cos 30. Cos 30, observe. Cos 30 is square root of 3 by 2. Square root of 3 by 2. Square root of 3 by 2 and it's a whole square. Minus sin 60. Observe this one. Sin theta is there. 60 is there. So square root of 3 by 2 and it's a whole square. Solve this one. 2 into 1 plus square root of 3 whole square. We will do like this. Square root of 3 whole square divided of 2 square. This square will be at the numerator and at the denominator. Clear? Do both. At the numerator values will be square and denominator value will be square. Minus, same we will do like this. Now solve this one. How we will solve? This is 2 plus square root of 3 whole square will be what? I am writing there. Square root of 3 whole square can be written as 3 power 1 by 2. Square root is what? 1 by 2. Power, its value is, we can use square root of 3 or 3 power 1 by 2. Both are the same, no difference. Square root, once we remove, then we will use power 1 by 2 and it's a whole square. Now we will use a power mn. A power m whole power n, and that can be written as a power mn. This is the laws of the exponent we are applying. So this can be written as 3 power 2 by 2 and we solve, we are getting 3. So square root of 3 whole square will be what? 3 by 2. And minus this one will be again 3 by 2 square. This is the 2 square. Observe, square root of 3 whole square is 3 and 2 square is what? 4. This is the 4 and this one is what? 3 and this one is what? 4. Now this is the positive and this one is the negative, so both will be cancelled to each other. Only 2 is remaining. So its answer is what? 2. I hope you understand. So one thing is there, we already studied, it's not for us. Sin square theta is what? Sin theta whole square. Cos square theta is what? Cos theta whole square. Clear? So we should know this one. Now I am taking question number 3. What is the question number 3? Observe carefully, write carefully and try to solve. Then you can understand these questions. These values are important. We are in all questions we are having specific angles only. I am taking question number 3. What is the question? Cos 45, write carefully, cos 45 divided of sec 30 plus cosec 30 degree. Cos 45 degree sec 30 degree plus cosec 30 degree. All values we are having in the table. From the table we want to write. Cos 45. What is the cos 45? This one. 1 upon square root of 2. 1 upon square root of 2. Write carefully. Then you can understand. Sec 30. What is the value of sec 30? Sec 30 is this one. 2 upon this one. 2 upon square root of 3. 2 upon square root of 3. Plus cosec 30. Cosec 30 is what? Cosec. This is a cosec theta and 30 value will be what? 2. And in the denominator I am putting 1. Now solve. Now we want to solve. How we will solve? 1 upon square root of 2, it is in the numerator. In the denominator we are having fractions addition. So we will, how we will solve fractions addition? Take LCM. This is the denominator and this is the denominator for both, for these fractions. So square root of 3 and 1, what will be the LCM? Square root of 3. This divided of this, one time it is going, multiply by numerator 2, plus we are solving this one. Don't think about this, this is the numerator value. Now what we are taking? We are solving these fractions, taking LCM of these fractions only. Clear? How many times? This divided of 1, it is going square root of 3 times and multiply by numerator 2 times of square root of 3. Clear? Now this can be written as what? 1 upon square root of 2, and reciprocal of this one will be what? Square root of 3 divided of what? Divided of 2 plus 2 square root of 3. This one. So what is this one? I am writing there. In the numerator 1 into square root of 3, its value will be square root of 3. Divided of, in the denominator what we are having? The square root of 2 is multiplied by this one. So I am solving. This one will be multiplied by this one. Then this can be written as 2 square root of 2, and this will be distributive law we are applying. This will be multiplied by this one, this will be multiplied by this one. So plus 2 times of square root of 2 into 2 square root of 3. Observe, easy. Distributive law we are applying. This will be multiplied by this one, this will be multiplied by this one. I am writing there. Observe, in the numerator we are having this one, square root of 3. In the denominator we are having 2 square root of 2 plus 2 times of root of 6. How? Root of a into root of b is what? Root of ab, a into b. So I am doing square root of 2 into square root of 3 can be written as square root of 2 into 3. 3 2 ja 6 I am writing. Now in the denominator we are having radical sign. Radical sign, square root terms we are having in the denominator. Whenever we are having radical signs in the sign in a denominator, we want to rationalize. And how we will rationalize? Its denominator's conjugate will be multiplied and divided by numerator and denominator. The what? Its conjugate will be multiplied and divide. What? This numerator and denominator will be multiplied by this numerator. This is fraction of this numerator and this denominator will be multiplied by its conjugate. And what will be the conjugate? If we are having a plus b, then its conjugate will be a minus b. Yes or no? If we are having a plus b, then its conjugate will be a minus b. If we are having a minus b, its conjugate will be what? A plus b. So this is what? This is about the conjugate. So we want to, our task is what? We want to remove this radical sign, square root term. So how we will remove this one? We will multiply and divide. We will multiply of its conjugate. What? We will multiply of its conjugate. And what will be its conjugate? Its conjugate is what? 2 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 6. Its conjugate will be what? 2 square root of 2 minus 2 square root of 6. This denominator's conjugate is this one. So its conjugate will be multiplied by numerator and denominator both. We are having numerator and denominator will be multiplied by its conjugate. So what will be its conjugate? 2 square root of 2 plus, not plus, there will be minus 2 square root of 6 divided of multiplied and we are multiplying numerator and denominator. What we are doing? We are multiplying numerator and denominator by its conjugate. Its conjugate is this one. We are multiplying numerator and denominator. Clear? 2 square root of 2 minus 2 square root of 6. Now solve. Why we multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate? Because once we do like, Then in the denominator we are getting a plus b, a plus b, a minus b, a plus b, a minus b. We know a plus b into a minus b is what? A square minus b. Once we do the square, automatically radical sign will be removed. So we are multiplying divide. So in the denominator we are getting this form. Just solve this one. This will be multiplied by this one. Then how we will write? 2 square root of 2 into square root of 3 minus multiply this will be multiplied by this one. So we will apply the distributive law. This will be multiplied by this one, this will be multiplied by this one, minus 2 times of root 6 into root square root of 3 divided of a square, a plus b into a minus b. So a square, 2 into square root of 2 whole square minus 2 square root of 6 whole square. Clear? Now solve. This can be written as what? 2 square root of 2 into 3, 6 minus 2 square root of multiplied both, 6 3 ja 18, 6 3 ja 18, yes or no? Divided of what? Divided of what? Solve this one. 2 square into 2 minus 2 square into 6, yes or no? We will do 2 square and its square. Square root of 2 square will be 2 minus 2 square into its square will be 6. So radical we already studied. Square root of 6 whole square, how we will solve? 6 power 1 by 2 whole power 2, result will be 6. Clear? Like this one. Solve this one. We can take what? Someone is common, and what is the common? In which we are having 2 as a common, but this can be written as what? 6, and this can be written as what? 9 2 ja. I'm trying to solve. 2 is the common, square root of 6 minus square root of 18 divided of what? 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8 minus this one is what? 2 2 ja 4, 6 4 ja 4 6 ja 24. Clear? Observe. Calculation is important. Once we do the calculation carefully, then 100% you obtain your required result. What? Now in the denominator what we are having? 2 into square root of 6. In the numerator we are having 2 into square root of 6, and this one square root of 18 can be written as square root of 9 square root of 9 into 2, square root of 9 into 2 divided of what is the remaining? In the denominator we are having 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8, 4 into 6 24, 24 minus 8, what is the remaining? 24 minus 8 will be minus 16 we are having, minus 16 we are having. We can solve this one. This and this one will be 8. So square root of 6 minus square root of 9 into square root of 2 divided of minus 8. This will be what? Square root of 6 minus square root of 9 is what? 3. 9 is what? 3 into 3. So its square root of 9 will be 3. So we are writing like this. 3 square root of 2 divided of minus 8. Now take minus common in the numerator, then once we take minus common, then this will be first term, this minus, so we are taking like this. I am taking minus as a common, so we can say this will be minus root of 6, and this will be what? Plus 3 square root of 2 divided of minus 8. Observe what we are doing. Observe carefully. In both we are taking minus common. Clear? We want to remove this minus, so I am taking minus as a common. Clear? So this will be minus and this will be plus, or we directly we can do in the denominator, once we are having negative sign, then in the simplified form we will put in the numerator, but I am taking the common, so minus common, then this will be what, minus, and this will be what, plus. Once we solve, minus into minus plus, minus into plus will be minus, no problem, we are getting the same result. So now this minus will be cancelled to this one. What is the remaining? Minus root 6 plus this one. So I am taking minus as a second term. First term I am taking positive. 3 square root of 2 minus square root of 6 divided of 8 will be the required result. Observe, concept is easy. We are putting the values of trigonometry ratios, but only calculation part. We are putting values, solving, we are getting in the denominator radical signs. We want to remove radical, we will multiply numerator and denominator by denominators conjugate, and we are solving, we are getting the result. Now I am taking question number 4th one. Observe, 3 questions we completed, all are having same process. Once you do carefully, you put the values from the table. In the starting you are having some problem, but once you do the practice, more and more questions you do, then automatically these values of specific angles you can memorize. So no necessary to make this table, but in the starting you should make this table and try to put values of the specific angles from the table. Now question number 8 I am taking, not 8, question number 4th one. Question number 4th one I am taking. What is the question? Sine 30 degree plus tangent 45 degree, sine 30 degree, tangent 45 degree minus cosec 60 degree divided of what? Sec 30 degree plus cos 60 degree plus cot 45 degree. Observe carefully. Sine 30 degree plus tangent 45 degree minus cosec 60 degree divided of sec 30 degree plus cos 60 degree plus cot 45 degree. Now we will put the values from the table. What is the sine 30? Sine 30 is 1 by 2. Put 1 by 2. Tangent 45 is 1 plus cosec 60. Cosec 60 is what? This one. Cosec theta 60 is this one. 2 upon square root of 3. 2 upon square root of 3. Divided of sec 30. Sec 30 is what? This one. 2 upon square root of 3. 2 upon square root of 3. Observe carefully. Plus cos 60. Cos 60 will be what? This one. 1 by 2. Plus cot 45. Cot 45 is what? 1. Clear? There is a minus. There is what? Minus sign. So put the minus. Clear? Now solve. Take the LCM. Its denominator will be what? This is the 1. So we can take 1 as a denominator. Take LCM. In the denominator, what will be the LCM? 2, 1 and square root 3. Its LCM is 2 square root of 3. This divided of this one, 2 will be cancelled, square root 3 is remaining will be multiplied by numerator, square root of 3, plus this divided of 1, result will be this one, it will be multiplied by this one, 2 square root of 3, minus this divided of this, 2 will be the remaining, 2 will be multiplied by this 2, 4, this divided of this one, 2 is remaining, 2 will be multiplied by 2, will be what? 4. This is what? Numerator value. Now denominator, what we are having? These things. Take again LCM. There is I am taking 1 as a denominator, so 2 square root of 3 will be what? Its LCM. Clear? This divided of this one, 2 is remaining, 2 will be multiplied by 2, 4. This divided of this, what is the remaining? What is the remaining? The root square root of 3 is remaining. This divided of 2, then 2 cancel from 2 and square root 3 is remaining. This will be multiplied of 1 plus square root of 3 will be the remaining. Yes or no? Last one. This divided of 1, this time it is going multiplied by the numerator plus what? 2 square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 3. Now solve this one. How we will solve? In both numerator and denominator we are having same denominator, so both denominator will be cancelled. How? I am writing there square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 3 minus 4 divided of 2 square root of 3, and once we reciprocal of this one, what we are getting? 2 square root of 3 divided of 4 plus square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 3. Yes or no? Now this to this will be cancelled. We are having these terms. Now how we will write this one? This is a 2 times of square root 3 or 1 time. Once we add, what we are getting? 3 times 3. 2 times square root of 3 or 1 time is there. 2 times plus 1 times. This will be 3 times of square root of 3 minus 4 divided of, again same will be there. Square root of 3 is 1 time. This is in 2 times. We will add both. Then this will be what? This will be what? 3 times of square root of 3 plus 4. Clear? Again we are having radical sign in the denominator. Whenever we are having radical sign in the denominator, we will remove that one. And how we will remove? By using rationalization. So in the 9th standard we studied the rationalization. We will apply this one. Rationalization means denominator's opposite sign. It is in the positive, so we will multiply and divide. We will multiply numerator and denominator. We will multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate, denominator's conjugate. So how? Observe, I am writing there 3 square root of 3 minus 4 upon 3 square root of 3 plus 4. Its conjugate will be what? 3 square root of 3 minus 4 divided of 3 square root of 3 minus 4. We are multiplying numerator and denominator by its conjugate plus, so we will take minus. Why? Because in this way we are getting in the denominator what? A plus b into a minus b. It means a square minus b square we are getting. Observe, in the numerator what we are having? This one and this one, both are the same now. 3 square root of 3 minus 4, 3 square root of 3 minus 4. A minus b into a minus b. So we can write a minus b whole square. So this can be written as 3 square root of 3 minus 4 whole square. Clear? And in the denominator we are having a square minus b square. 3 square root of 3 whole square minus 4 square. Solve carefully, then only you obtain the result. Otherwise answer will be wrong. A square minus 2ab plus b square. So a minus b whole square, algebraic identity we will use. A square. A square means 3 square root of 3 whole square minus 2 times of a. A is 3 square root of 3 into b. B is what? 4. A square minus 3 minus 2 times of ab plus b square. B square is what? 4 square. Clear? And in the denominator a square minus b square, so its square 3 square into root of 3 whole square minus 4 square will be 4 into 4 16. Solve. This can be written as 3 square 9 into 3 square is the 9, and square root 3 whole square will be what? 3 minus 4 3 ja 12. 12 2 ja 24. 24 square root of 3 and plus 4 square will be 16 divided of, observe this one, this is 3 and this is 9. 9 3 ja 27. 9 3 ja it what? 27. 9 3 ja. Once we solve this one we are getting 3 and this is 9. 9 3 ja 27 minus 16. What required result? What will be the result? 9 3 ja 27 minus 24 square root of 3 plus 16 divided of 27 minus 16. Subtract 27, sorry, add both. 27 plus this one 7 plus 6 13 1 is remaining. 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4. 43 minus 24 square root of 3 divided of, subtract this one, 27 minus 16, 7 minus 6, 7 minus 6 is the 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is the required answer for this trigonometry function. We are having one trigonometry functions, we want the solution value, so we will put specific angles. We are having only specific angles in our syllabus. We are having specific angles, and there is no problem. We are putting the values from the table, solving. If radical sign in a denominator, we will do what? Rationalization, and task for rationalization is what? Remove radical sign from the denominator. Clear? Now last question I am taking. Observe carefully. This is the answer for this fourth one. Fifth one I am taking. What is the question? Observe. Question number fifth one. Same process we will follow. We will put the values from the table and solve. Question number fifth one I am taking. 5 cos square 60 degree plus 4 sec square 30 degree minus tangent square 45 degree divided of sin square 30 degree plus cos square 30 degree. Observe carefully first. What? 5 times of cos square 60 degree plus 4 times of sec square 30 degree minus tangent square 45 degree. In the denominator what we are having? Sin square 30 degree plus cos square 30 degree. We studied in this class also. I discussed what? Sin square theta will be what? Sin theta whole square. Do like this one. Cos square theta will be sin cos theta whole square. Tangent square theta will be tangent theta whole square. So apply this one there first. 5 cos 60 degree whole square plus 4 sec 30 degree whole square minus tangent 45 degree whole square divided of what? Sin 30 degree whole square plus cos 30 degree whole square. Clear? So it's a square, so we can write cos 60 degree whole square plus sec 30 degree whole square minus tangent, this tangent square 45 will go tangent 45 degree whole square, and like this we are writing. Now we will put the values of these specific angles from the table. So what will be the value? Observe. 5 times of cos 60. What is the cos 60? Cos 60 is the 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Observe carefully. Plus 4 times of sec 30. Sec 30 is what? This one. 2 square root of 3 whole square. Again observe. First we want cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2 whole square. Then sec 30. Sec 30 is 2 upon square root of 3 whole square. Clear? Now minus tangent 45 is 1. Tangent 45 is 1. 1 whole square divided of sin 30. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. 5 times of, not 5 times, it is sin square theta. Sin square 30 only, and 5 is there, numerator. So this is what? 5 sin square 30. In the denominator, 1 by 2 whole square. Sin 30 is what? Sin 30 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 whole square plus cos 30. What? Cos 30. Cos 30 is this one. Square root of 3 by 2 whole square. I hope you understand how we are putting these values. So cos 30 square root of 3 by 2. Cos 30. 30 is square root of 3 by 2. Sin 30 is 1 by 2 whole square. Solve. Solve this square. 5 into 1 square will be 1. 2 square will be 4. In the fractions we will square numerator and denominator both. Plus 4 into 2 square will be 4. 2 square will be what? 4. And in the denominator what we are having? Square root of 3 whole square. What? Square root of 3 whole square. This will be what? Once we solve, one power will be 1 by 2 and whole power this one. When we solve, we are getting 3. So this will be what? 3 minus 1 divided of what? 1 upon 4 plus its square will be 3 and the denominator 2 square will be 4. Observe. Observe. In the next step, what we will write? 5 into 1, 5 by 4 plus 4 into 4, 4 4 ja 16, 16 by 3 minus 1 divided of what we are having? In the denominator, we are having 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. This is the 1/4, this is the 3/4. Once we add both, we are getting 1, but take the LCM, then we will write this is the 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Now take LCM. There is 1, so its denominator will be, I am taking 1. Take the LCM in the numerator. In the numerator, what we are having? 4, 3 and 1. LCM will be 4 3 ja 12. Now 12 divided of 4, how many times it is going? 3 times, and multiply by 5, 5 into 3 will be 15 plus 12 divided of 3, 4 times it is going, 4 will be multiplied by numerator 64, 16 4 ja, 16 4 ja is what? 64. So 12 divided of 3, 4 times it is going, answer will be multiplied by numerator, 16 into 4 will be 16 4 ja 64 minus 12 time it is going, multiplied by the numerator, 12 we are having. This is the numerator value. Then what will be the denominator LCM? Denominator we are having, what values we are having in the denominator? In the denominator we are having 4 as a LCM, 4 divided 4, 1 time it is going, multiplied by the numerator 1 plus 4 divided 4, 1 time it is going, multiplied by the numerator 3. Solve. What we are getting? Now 15 minus, observe, 15 minus 12, 15 minus 12 will be what? 3 is remaining, and 64 plus 3, what? 15 minus 12 will be 3 plus 64 divided of 12, and in the denominator, this is the numerator result. Denominator what we are having? 4 upon 4, 4 upon 4. So this is the 1, 4 to 4 cancel, so this will be what? 1. So what we are having? 67 divided of 12 divided of 1. So this can be written as what? 67 upon 12 will be the required result. This is the result, 67 upon 12 we are getting. So we solved all the questions in exercise 8.2. Question number 1 is having 5 questions. All questions are having same process. First we should know the trigonometry ratios of specific angles: 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Memorize this table, and this table memorization is not hard. We can easily to make this table. Once we know the values of the sin theta, then automatically we can make. Then from the table put the values and solve. Normal mathematics calculation part. Whenever we are having sin square theta in this form like this, then its meaning is what? This square means trigonometry ratios whole square. Sin square theta will be what? Sin theta whole square. Tangent square theta, like this one. Tangent square theta, what is the meaning? Its meaning is tangent theta whole square. So this concept is there. So I hope you understand. You revise this class, and if you are having any problem in the concept, you must revise my previous videos. In those videos I explained each and every point in details. Then you can understand these questions easily. That's all about this class. Thank you so much.